Hello, air signs. It's Lulu, and today I'm going to do your spiritual conversation. Thank you. All right. This is for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. Thank you. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I forgot to say that on the first two videos, but here we are. All right. All right. Any information that you need is in the description box. Ooh, I almost slid forward. What do you have for the air signs? What do you have for the air signs? There we go. Surrender to effortlessness. Surrender defensiveness. Surrender to miracles. Surrender to success. Surrender fear. Surrender your fear of change. Surrender to rest. Surrender your addictions. Surrender to inner peace. It's a lot of that going on in here. All right? So let's get into it. Now then, surrender to effortlessness, surrender to fear, and surrender fear and surrender inner peace. Now then, you may be in a space where you are going against the grain, right? You're trying to make something happen that doesn't require any type of force. You're trying to make something happen because you may be in a space, right? Something even may have started in May. Okay? But I really feel like you're fighting mad. This is what's holding the most weight. You may be fighting mad about something. Fear of someone taking advantage, fear of someone, like there's some type of wanting to fight, wanting to argue, wanting to prove a point. You don't have to do it in this way. This is a lot of masculine energy. Okay? Going against the grain is going to cause problems for you if you don't release yourself. Release this defensiveness. Release yourself from trying to prove that you're strong. Trying to prove that okay. This is that goes along the lines of showing your strength when you don't have to. Stomach growling. Okay, I'm intermittent fasting, and we ate way early today. Pray for me. You're showing your strength and you don't have to. You see, oftentimes people see your strength and you don't have to show it. Do it with gentleness, ease, and grace, because there's some type of miracle that is coming through here. Something is happening out of nowhere. I really feel like this is abundance, but we will clarify. But I do feel like this is abundance. There is something that is happening that is going to blow your mind, and you may even be fearful of this. This is bringing in success. This is bringing in something that you've long thought about or envisioned here. The path is clear. So let's do these three cards. Effortlessness, success, and rest and sleep. Okay, somebody else got this about filling your cup, but I feel like with you, because there's so much of this angry energy, so much of this get back energy, so much of this displeased with the result of something possibly. You get a lot of your solutions in sleep. You get a lot of your solutions when you rest. You get a lot of your solutions when, you get a lot of your solutions when you pull back and take time out for yourself, right? I feel like some of you get, I watch paint dry. That's what I call it, okay? This is that introvert intuition, right? Clarify these three cards. On this side, Page of Pentacles, a new line of study. Overall, something may have happened to you when you were younger that had you in this space of having to, you feel like you're more productive when you are making things happen. You have to see it in the physical, right? Maybe that's something that you struggled with here, but they're saying now it's time for you to take your time. You may even have to audit yourself and go back to that space, right? But with this surrender to success, they want you to take your time in how you move forward with whatever this is, this miracle that you receive. They want you to take your time when it comes to the where you walk, how you walk, right? You know how sometimes you can just be walking and out of nowhere walk into a bed of ants. You can be walking and all of a sudden your foot is stuck on gum that you could have seen because it's a big ass glob. So they need you to take your time in all things, in all ways. This Page of Pentacles is also maybe someone giving you something, providing you something, wanting to work with you in some type of capacity. Clarify this Page of Pentacles. It may even have to do with rearing children. You got the Page of Pentacles and the Magician. This is a new life cycle, right? When the Magician comes in, it's about you being effortlessly with it, going with those cards. Taking your time to know that what it is that you are working on or working towards doesn't require what it used to, right? Some of you have leveled up. This also has to do with seeing things for what they are, but also seeing the steps. The steps will only be given to you. No matter how many people try to say what your steps are and how you're going to do this, that, and the other, your steps are given to you because there's always some type of detour, trickster energy, or what have you. But I really feel like you may have the skull tingles. You may have a lot of the ascension symptoms, right? You may be going through, that's why they want you to get this rest as well. Because you were supposed to already get this rest. You were already supposed to pull back. But since you didn't, since you've been fighting mad, since you've been upset, since you've been feeling like a fire sign, maybe that's what y'all on. Go watch the fire sign. Spiritual conversation. But there's a lot of crown activity. There's a lot of clearing here. I know for me, the other day, I cleared so much all at one time. It was just like a glob of slime. I'm trying to keep it cute, okay? But it was like, I just felt that whole drainage come all the way out, and I was wide open. Did some readings, boom, 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 right? It was just like a huge clearing. This may even have to do with you focusing your attention, intention, emotion, your belief in something to make it continue to grow. Some of you may even be into physical fitness now, and that goes back to the theme of today, right? My instructor was reminding us this morning that every hour on the hour, we need to be having some type of movement going on. So this may also have to do with the way that you do your arts or the way that you work your arts. What is this? Surrender to sleep. The Wheel of Fortune. Right? There's a process. You've ended a cycle. It's time for something new. But before this new can come in, you're going to have to take a trip, take some time out. There may be a lot of lucid dreams at this time. You may even begin to see certain things differently. Maybe you're taking up some different spiritual practices. There's something new that you are doing that is going to need to be refined before you bring it out here to us, right? With this Wheel of Fortune, I feel like somebody may have been playing with your wheel. Okay? This bitch playing with this wheel. That's how I'm looking at it today. This one trying to play with this one's wheel. Trying to pull. Here's the thing about destiny, divine destiny. People trying to interfere with other folks' destiny or what have you. She falling off the wheel. Okay? Somebody may have fallen off the wagon. Right? All right. So let's keep it moving, Chad. Because we don't know what them folks talking about. We're going to get out of those because it's too late to be in those. With all those pictures. Because, I start seeing shit. All right. Surrender defensiveness, surrender fear, surrender addictions. Here's the thing. This next level, this next phase in your life is going to require for you to release a number of things, release a number of people, release the way that you used to do things, recognize, defeat, and prevent, RDP, right? Recognize, defeat, and prevent any of this old stuff from coming back, any of this old stuff from happening, because there's something beautiful that is about to happen, but you have to go inside, go within, right? And allow the beauty within to reflect outward. you see. That's why you need to get the 90-day journey to mindfulness to go ahead and begin your process ASAP. Rocky. Now then, you will have a lot of solar, it's a lot of calm energy here, but there's also a lot of solar plexus energy, okay? There's a lot of optimism, there's a lot of enthusiasm, there's a lot of go, 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 go. Balance is key, you see. Some of you may even be in a space where you are experiencing night terrors. With those night terrors, it's very important that you do not, number one, sleep naked. Number two, you want to be mindful of your positioning, because a lot of night terrors do happen when you lose the blood flow in certain parts of your body. That's why sometimes you wake up with a crook in your neck and also fighting. Motherfucker, it's a night terror, okay? So you want to realign, right? You want to change up some things. Make sure that you can cleanse your bedding with a little ammonia. You can do certain signs and symbols on your mattress, on your headboard, behind your headboard, or what have you. Whatever you are drawn to when it comes to these night terrors. A glass of water on the side of the bed that you empty in the morning. Do not, you got to be mindful, because sometimes if you empty that water in your toilet or your sink, it can back it up like that ass. Moving forward. With this addiction, substances, overworking, it might be overworking for y'all, doing too much, right? It's time for healthier alternatives when it comes to the stories that you are telling yourself. It's time to create new stories that you are telling yourself. Choosing your battles wisely instead of being so defensive, because you can, the best way to win a war is to wait and just, allow people to reveal their hand instead of going in without a plan. You see, because this may be that someone is trying to trigger you, someone is trying to get some type of response out of you. This may even be that you are about to celebrate something, but it's going to take for you to take a baby step forward to get to that point. Let's see, clarify these three cards. They say, a secret will be revealed. This is divine feminine energy. This is also sacred knowledge, but there's some type of solution if you listen. If you listen. Clarify these three cards. Three of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. A thirst for knowledge. Education. This could even be that you are implementing new strategies, new ways of doing things, new ways of protecting yourself, as well as working with others. This may be contracts that you are signing overall. Something is happening before you are ready for it to happen. But I also see that you are ready to fight for what it is that you want, but not be fearful. You cannot win a battle if you are fearful, right? However, there's a lot that can come. See, if you bag somebody up in a corner, they can come out and surprise your ass. Be careful with that as well. However, of course, the Page of Swords may even be that someone is spying on some work. Someone is spying at your job. Someone is spying. This is someone that's a tattletale. This is someone who is not emotionally or intellectually mature enough to even work in a group environment. I don't even think they're intelligent enough to work on their own. Seeing that they are spying and trying to find some type of reason to cut something out, cut somebody out of a deal, trying to learn someone, trying to just get in. Clarify these three cards. But guess what? The Chariot of Ascension is here. This is success. You got 1, 2, 3 success cards. 3, 3, 3. This is speed. This is willpower. This is doing the right things for the right reasons and moving forward with compassion and conviction. This is making things happen, making something out of nothing, okay? Or making nothing into something. However, you know, this is someone who grants you success. This is an offer being made. This is somebody that is that's very argumentative. This is someone that wants their way and don't know how not to get it. This is someone that is disappointed in who they are. Don't give them your attention. Now then, what is this Chariot? The Devil and the King of Pentacles. So you may be connected to someone who is invoking this fear. This is someone who wants you to be fearful, or Someone just acting devilish. It's not going to happen. This is a huge no. Some of you are turning down a King of Pentacles, or turning down a boss, or turning down someone who makes some type of offer or a gesture that is like, no. Right? Let's clarify. What is this King of Pentacles and this Devil? It may be a Capricorn because they came out together. But this, I feel like there's some type of temptation that someone is going to help you out of or away from as well. Maybe a businessman. Somebody may have been pulling cards on you. This is someone making an offer to you. But there's a lot of communication around this offer that is being made to you. May it be protected. May you be protected. May you make the right decision for the right reason, earth signs. And you will. The Knight of Swords. This is a conversation coming in. Someone wants to communicate. Someone wants to tell you why they are the way that they are. Someone also is coming in to fight off or fight with you. The Knight of Wands. This is inspired action. It's like y'all got each other back. Someone is taking up for you, and it's also maybe someone who you are working with or will be working with. Something will be revealed to you through them or to you about them overall. Let's see. The next set of cards is surrender to miracles, surrender your fear of change, and surrender to inner peace. Cultivating inner peace is very important because this is the best way to make the best decisions. This is the best way to realize when something is off. And with the body wisdom, this is the best way to connect to others who have cultivated inner peace, right? True and authentic inner peace, not that fake shit. This surrender your fear to change has a lot to do with you being very direct with yourself, with you facing your fears. You don't run from what you are fearful of. You create a solution and you take a strategic approach to it, you see. Clarify these three cards. Six of Swords. Moving on to something better. After you get over this fear of change, getting out of your comfort zone, doing something different, right? You're going to move into this space where, y'all know it's late, so I'm trying not to talk too loud because, you know, I got neighbors and shit. But with the six, this is mental clarity coming through. This is allowing yourself to not be fearful of aging, being fearful of a health condition, relationship, not being fearful of losing the faith. The affirmation for this says, I have faith that all is well. And you cultivate that connection and that really standing on that affirmation being real and being consciously aware of how it is directly affecting your life, your decisions or what have you, pushing you and pulling you, pushing and pulling, because it's a polarity, of course, because you're going to go back and forth, right? Your process is your process. Clarify these three cards. The Wheel of Fortune. This is change. This is change that has to happen. This is a new way of living, being, creating. With this, this is Jupiter. Whatever happened in that Jupiter sees. I think Jupiter is in the reverse. So there's some type of reconciliation. There's some type of reconciling of debts. Reconciliation. Some of you have to realize that this is just a cycle of life. Whatever has happened, something else is going to happen eventually. So go ahead and get over the fear now. That's what they said. Move the fuck on. Calmer waters, right? You went through some type of rite of passage. You go through a number of those throughout your life. It don't stop. If you talk to them folks that's on the other side, they tell you the same thing. They go through processes. You think that they just, you live a certain way on earth and then you just go over there and just like, oh yes, I'm going to be this big, magnificent, this, that, and the other. Depends on your soul. Do you have a baby soul? Do you have a soul that's been here maybe a couple of times? You got a soul that's been here maybe about 100 or so times. What star system are you from? What part of the process, what part of this environment did you come back to experience and why? How does that affect your growth on the other side? All that. Okay. What do you have for these people? Inner peace on a daily basis is very important. Two of Cups. This is unity, loyalty. Connecting with people who are loving, warm, sweet. This is also you integrating your masculine and feminine, bringing a balance to that, right? The scales of balance in the Isis Oracle gives you so much beautiful information about that. Healing the divine masculine is important, I feel. But overall, this is a yes. Something that happened in June. And if you are waiting for some type of answer, the answer is yes. There's a partnership that is going to help you grow here. The Lovers and the Six of Pentacles. This also donating to charity as well, being fair in the things that you do. Maybe dealing with a Taurus here. Saying yes to your process, bringing in that balance and that harmony here. Overall, surrendering to inner peace has a lot to do with, like, if you haven't been in a relationship or you've been your relationship has been rocky or what have you, it's very important that you remember that if y'all are butting heads, how are y'all coming to a solution? Maybe you fear losing this person, or they fear losing you, or something happened or transpired that you haven't yet fully let go of, but you said that you were okay. There's a lot of growth that is happening here. But it's going to take for this balance to come in. Some of you also need to balance the give and take in your situation. Four of Wands, relocation, coming home. Something happened on the full moon that gave you had some type of epiphany, you and your partner possibly. But overall, I feel as though this is a straightening of affairs. This is balance. This is spiritual balance, spiritual stability that helps you with that gentleness, ease, and grace that comes with surrendering to effortlessness, you see. Even in relationships, there's an effortlessness that when you begin to bond and get used to each other, when you begin to see things a little more clearly, see how each machine works, because we're machines, right? So in order for you to learn a new machine that doesn't come with a guidebook, learn a new machine that, you just got to jump in there and see how it works. Like, I don't know, let's see how this goes. So there's some balance here. I also feel that if you are relocating or getting a new home, you want to look up the spiritual number of that home so that you will know what to expect, because you will be surprised how it goes with your journey, where you are and where you are going. If this is somewhere that you are making a family home, you really want to look into that, right? And see what can possibly be done to bring out more life of that house number, right? So that's what I get here today. If you are stable and committed to taking care of your temple, taking care of your home, drop a house in the comments for me. All right. And I'm finna go since I couldn't act up with y'all. What else? I couldn't act up.